Okay, so Nintendo Kart. Will it even happen? I don't know, but in this video I'm gonna be talking about the perfect roster for this non-existent Nintendo Kart game. Let's begin. Alrighty, I'll be selecting the characters series by series, starting with the obvious one, the Super Mario series. Obviously, Nintendo Kart would just have to include Mario, Luigi, Peach, Yoshi, Bowser, Toad, and Donkey Kong. Some other more notable characters that would most likely be included are Wario, Waluigi, Rosalina, and Daisy. In each Mario Kart game, there have always been a few newcomers. And in Nintendo Kart, I could very well see the newcomers from the Super Mario series being Cappy and Pauline, as these two have been really popular since the release of Odyssey. Another Mario newcomer that I think people would go crazy for is the Goomba. This guy appears in nearly every single Mario game, but he's barely ever playable, so making him playable in Nintendo Kart would be sick. I think that's just about it for the Super Mario series. Obviously, there's a bunch of other characters that I would want on the roster, but we can't have 50 characters from just one series. So right now, the roster is sitting at 14 characters, moving on to the Legend of Zelda series. The problem with trying to pick Legend of Zelda characters for Nintendo Kart is that there aren't really too many recurring Legend of Zelda characters. With most Mario games, there's nearly always at least 10 characters that appear in every single game. That's just not the case with Zelda games though. Link, Zelda, and Ganon are always there, and that's it really. So when picking out characters for Nintendo Kart from the Zelda series, we've obviously got Link, Zelda, and Ganon. And for the other characters, I'm gonna go with one or two of the most popular characters from the most popular mainline Zelda games. From Breath of the Wild, I'm gonna go with Daruk and Hetsu. I'd say these two were the most popular newly introduced characters in Breath of the Wild, and if me saying that annoys you, just leave an angry comment and dislike the video. From Twilight Princess, we've got Midna. From Ocarina of Time, I've chosen Navi. From Skyward Sword, there's Fi, and from Wind Waker, we've got Tetra. So from the Legend of Zelda series, there should be 9 characters, putting the total roster at 23 characters. On to the next series. There are over 800 Pokemon, and the Pokemon series is insanely popular, so I'd say there should be around 6 or so Pokemon in Nintendo Kart. Obviously, there's Pikachu and Charizard. These two are by far the most popular Pokemon, so not having them in Nintendo Kart would be wrong. Eevee is also pretty popular, so chuck Eevee into the mixed. And for the other 3, I don't know who to pick really. Actually, Snorlax. I forgot about Snorlax. He's the 4th Pokemon. Jigglypuff is also loved by a lot of people, so it makes sense to include it in Nintendo Kart. And the final Pokemon can be, I don't know, Magikarp. That's it. So after the Mario, Zelda, and Pokemon characters, the roster is at 29 characters. Those are the 3 series that are going to have more than 5 representatives, but there are quite a few series that should be represented in Nintendo Kart that will only have 1, 2, or 3 characters. At first, I was only going to include 2 Animal Crossing characters, but seeing as how popular New Horizons is, the series has blown up. So in Nintendo Kart, I reckon we should see 3 characters, with those being Tom Nook, Isabelle, and the Villager. But with the Villager, there will be 9 different costumes to choose from, like how you can change the colors of Yoshi or Shy Guy, but instead of changing the color, you'll change, well, just the Villager. Now for all of these series that should only have 1 or 2 characters in the game. First up, we've got Kirby from, well, the Kirby series. There's no way we can have Nintendo Kart without Kirby, and also King Dedede, he's pretty cool, chuck him into the mix. In Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, there were 2 F-Zero themed tracks, and even an F-Zero vehicle, but Captain Falcon was nowhere to be seen, so why not have him in Nintendo Kart? The Splatoon series has grown into one of Nintendo's most popular and beloved series, so throw the Inkling into Nintendo Kart with 9 different costumes to choose from, like with Yoshi and Shy Guy. Now for the final 3 characters. We've got Springman from the ARMS series, because I feel bad for the ARMS fans, Samus from Metroid, and finally we've got Captain Olimar from the Pikmin series. So the final roster is 38 characters from 9 different series, which I think is a pretty good size. And if this were to be the roster for a Nintendo Kart game, I'd be pretty happy, but what do you think? Does my roster annoy you? If it does, let me know in the comments, and it's the end of the video. Bye.